High Schools, class of 2014.
Got the camera in your lap. You gotta be pressed because he's gonna you just press that black button right there. This here. That's good because you might not be able to do it when it comes out. Just have enough time to fire.
I'm the Arts Department Coordinator at Northside, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to Northside Charter High School's graduation ceremony. We welcome staff, parents, friends, and family members to join in this momentous occasion as we commence the graduation of Northside Charter High School class of 2014. Now, while everyone in this room is excited to be here, we ask that as a community, we all respect the ceremony and the process involved. Please stay in your seats. We have multiple photographers who will be taking pictures and video of the graduates as they receive their diplomas. So please, so that everyone can see and for everyone's safety, stay in your seats. There will also be various speakers today. Please give them your undivided attention and respect. They are here to congratulate our students and to offer up their professional advice and personal words of wisdom. Now at this time, it's very important that we thank those of you who supported these students over the years. We have all worked tirelessly to facilitate our students in their pursuit of excellence. Without the dedication of their teachers, staff, friends, and family, our students would not be standing here at the precipice of such a significant achievement. So we thank you. I would like to give a special warm welcome to the director of our school, Ms. Kathleen Fertolo, as it is her first graduation here at Northside. Northside would also like to extend our gratitude to our Board of Trustees. These individuals selflessly devote their own personal time to help foster the growth and success of our school community. And we are thankful to have two board members in attendance today, Mr. Jairo Guzman and Mr. Troy McGee. Mr. Guzman, who is the Vice Chair of our Board of Trustees, has graciously agreed to say a few words.
Good morning, guests, faculty, administrators, and graduates. You already know my name is Jairo Guzman. And as Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, I welcome each and every one of you to this wonderful celebration. Last year, right here, I was honored to witness and share Northside Charter High School's first graduation. Today, I am deeply honored and twice proud to be here celebrating its second. It is a wonderful, wonderful privilege to see so many young adults, after 4 years, finally reach the one day they can reach. And I know that as exciting as you might be, you are also sad to leave behind the world you created within the walls of every classroom setting. See yourself in that seat you always sat in. The friend, the host who sat next to you, the teacher who made the room full of questions and answers. And yes, sometimes they were boring, and sometimes they made it really exciting. 4 years ago. You know, the Board of Trustees takes great pride in the work you accomplish. And we constantly try to figure out what made you give so much and deliver on tests and homework, presentations, and the list could go on. Northside is an A school. It's been rated A. It is no secret that I am the very proud father of a graduating senior today. An ever so smart young man who surely is brighter than himself. One day speaking with him about how proud I was of Northside and the great work the teachers do, the great work the faculty and all the staff do at Northside to make sure you are successful. He reminded me that Northside is a school evaluated with an A, not just because of the teachers and the staff that do the work to support them, but because of them too, because of the students, because of the work you have done all along. It's a great partnership, he reminded me, between the students and the teachers. And he's absolutely right, that the work that gets done at Northside is not just the work of the teachers, it's not just the work of the staff, but it is you guys, you the graduating class that make this possible and make it ever so easy for the Board of Trustees to be proud of the great work that Northside as a school does and the great graduation that we're today celebrating. And I also know that this work has not been done alone by the teachers, the staff, or the students, but also the many parents, uncles, aunts, friends, extended family that's here today celebrating your great success. They too are a great and important part of the success of the school, and I am grateful as the Board of Trustees to say that it is you who make this possible.
Aaron.
As a board member, I stand as a witness of all your children's greatness, and I am humbled by the enormity of their accomplishments, and know that their high school years will serve them well as they go on to bigger and better things. Graduates, don't forget that first day in high school, how you felt and how you feel today. No other day will be or feel the same because you have proven to take it and give it back. You won't be alone in your travels that lay ahead of you. You have your family and friends, and you will always have more time. And on a very special note, on a very, very personal note, this I say to my son, there are moments when certain people are needed most. Not because things are bad or rough, but because they are so beautiful. And this kind of moment is when we want that one particular person to be with us. And I know if your mother was here, she would be just for you. You can feel her and she is. I thank you, the guests, parents, faculty, staff, and you, the graduates, for allowing me to speak on behalf of the Board of Trustees. You are the reason 9% of everything. Thank you.
Thanks, Maverick.
Life delivers such a beautiful moment, you must have your family by your side. And as you know, families come in different shapes. They come in many forms. All of us who have the privilege to work at Northside have a wonderful gift. And that gift is that our family gets bigger year by year, graduate by graduate. That's what we strive for at our school, to help our students see that within our school, they're individuals. They are not numbers. They are your sons, your daughters, your brothers, your sisters. All of you beautiful graduates in front of me, are unique, multi-dimensional, living, breathing beings composed of histories, dreams, poems, laughter, stories, joy, energy, and an elegance that is all your own. You are the incarnation of pure potential. And you must, in order to survive the wide, wide world, be true to your core values. If you think about it, these are the same core values that we abide by at Northside Charter High School. Respect for yourself, respect for your peers and those elder to you, respect for diversity, those different from you, respect for property, and respect, ultimately, for your own potential. As you leave the doors of Northside, remember that you are your own best investment. And you must protect that investment. As you graduate, please know that your graduating class has a 95% graduation rate.
Just want to turn it
The
off.
New York City average that's been posted on the New York Times and Chalky and WNYC is 61.3. I think we can safely say that Northside blew the city out of the water. I also want you to acknowledge that for a high school to do this, it requires the commitment of many, many adults. That's why at this time, I would like to give my heartfelt thanks to the very patient, very strong, the very nurturing faculty and staff of Northside Charter High School. I extend my special congratulations to Ms. Berg, 12th grade guidance counselor. To Ms. Gagliardi, director. I thank our executive director, Ms. Curatolo, and our director of operations, Ms. Brown. Ms. Curatolo and Ms. Brown, your doors and hearts are always open for our students. I would like to thank the Northside Charter High School Board of Trustees, Mr. Guzman, Mr. McGee, and other board members whom we have supported. As Mr. Vance mentioned in his opening, you protect the mission of Northside Charter High School selflessly. Boards of trustees are not paid positions. They do it because they have a heartfelt commitment to the core values of the school and to our youngsters. I also would like to thank Mr. Jeff Vance, Ms. Bailey Goldenbaum, Mr. Jamal Dees, and Mr. Aiden Davis, who is our goodness, where's Aiden? And lastly, I would like to leave our graduates with these words. We love you. We are going to miss you. And I will continue. Sorry, I broke my promise. I will continue to see your smiling faces in my dreams. Northside will always be your family. We are honored to graduate the class of 2014.
Thank you very much, Ms. Big. There are many people here who work to maintain the environment of excellence that we are so proud of at Northside. Guidance counselors play an integral role in the academic and emotional development of our students at Northside. Each of our counselors works so very hard to make sure that each individual student is given the attention that they deserve. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the guidance counselor for the class of 2014, Ms. Justine Burke.
Introduce the salutatorian and valedictorian of the class of 2014. These two students earned the highest overall grade point averages of everyone in the graduating class. On the 4-point scale, both of these students earned a perfect 4.0. They're not only superior students adored by their teachers and counselors, but they are also extremely respectful, cooperative, hardworking, motivated, and ambitious. Our salutatorian is headed to Hunter College, and our valedictorian will be attending St. John's University in the fall. Because Northside Charter High School wants to encourage and support our highest achievers, we have scholarship money to award to these two extraordinary students today. I cannot think of two more deserving individuals to receive these scholarships. I am so proud of their achievements and look forward to hearing of their future successes in college and beyond. Please welcome to the podium our class salutatorian, Kyra Wooden.
She's not going to sing.
Friends, teachers, administrators, and parents, welcome and good morning. It has been a privilege to experience these 4 years with the graduating class of 2014, and I'm so proud of all of us. As I was preparing to write this speech, I was at a complete loss due to the uncertainty of what I wanted to say. All I knew is that I wished for this speech to be something so personable for each and every senior here today who knew I was talking to them rather than for them. When I talked to my close friend about my problem, He poked fun and said, "Kyra, it sounds like you're trying to write a love letter." Honestly, that was the most brilliant thing anyone could have said to help me. I really want this to be a love letter to the graduating class of 2014. So with this help, I've decided I'm not salutatorian today. I'm your fellow classmate, Kyra Wooden, who has attended Northside since freshman year, who has watched Northside change, grow, and ultimately evolve over the years to the special place it's become today. I stand here saying goodbye, just like all of you, to a place that has given us so much. So here's my love letter. Dear graduating class of 2014, I love you guys. I can firmly say this, and so can all of you, because studies show that there are 3 stages of love, each of which we've experienced. The first being lust. I'd like to equate this with our freshman year in high school. We craved something, anything other than middle school. Many of us felt so unsure of what high school was really about. So we lusted for stability and security in something we knew nothing about. In fact, psychologists have shown it takes between 90 seconds and 4 minutes to decide if you actually like something. So I believe we stuck it out freshman year because of Mr. LaFranca's jokes and Miss Chung's tolerating ambiguity. The second stage is attraction. This is a feeling that binds people to something. I'd like to think of this as our sophomore and junior years at Northside. One of the biggest pieces of proof was seeing how we all rallied together when Northside was threatened to be closed down. If we weren't attracted to this place, if we didn't love this building and all who were in it, we wouldn't have fought so hard to keep this place, this home, open. We started to grow into ourselves. We became attracted to one another. Some of us found solace at lunch in the classroom with Mr. Reddy, or like me, Mr. Signore. And others became more comfortable to join teams and clubs. Let's face it, Northside finally had reputable teams and clubs to actually join. Famous people such as the author Junot Diaz and the world heavyweight boxing champ Michael Bent came and shared with us their thoughts on life. Junior and sophomore years were our prime. We were both a role model to the younger students, but also humbled by the presence of the class older than us. We couldn't deny it, Northside was starting to grow on us. The final stage of love is attachment. Now I won't speak on this much because we all felt it the senior year. As I look around, I think of so many memories. I see young men and women who have grown up together. The friendships we make here will be lifelong bonds. 10 years from now, you'll be attending his wedding or her baby shower. We can reminisce of all the good and bad times we had together. As I said before, Northside has provided us with something that not many other high schools can give, a home. Many of us have sought out and found at Northside everything a teenager needs to succeed. A good support system, friends, lunch, and above all, family. As we go on through life, I assure you none of us will forget the treasured moments we have at this home. So as we say goodbye and move on to wherever life takes us, we must realize that there will be a little piece of Northside in all of us. Our high school days will always have a lasting impression on the way we carry on in the future. Now I must say, life may not always be easy. We will face adversity. Some days we will feel so out of sorts with ourselves. Many of us may wake up one morning and think, how did I even get here? You may feel that the path you have chosen for your life is not what you've dreamed. But the beautiful part of life is we can pursue new dreams and new aspirations if we want to. If you couldn't change our dreams, I'd still be on the path of becoming a princess. But I'm here to tell you guys 2 pieces of advice I can give you to overcome these struggles. The first is there is nothing pizza can't solve. And the second, never fear failure. This is inevitable. Humans make mistakes. However, I do want you to fear complacency, a state of settling for less. Fear not being hungry for success. When you wake up and experience things that will be rough, do something about it. Fear not being hungry for success. When you experience the day hating your job or school or the person you're with, do something. Work your heart out in order to achieve what you want. A ballerina once said, grace glides on blistered feet. And believe me, youth and time are so limited. There is a story of a nurse who counsels the dying in their last days. She has revealed the most common regrets we have at the end of our lives. The number one regret people had about their lives was not having the courage to live a life they truly wanted. Therefore, go forward. Don't be a lawyer if the only reason is because it pays well, because guess what? They get fired too. So no matter where you go, there are risks. You might as well take those risks for something you love. Take those risks. Find happiness in your life, and I promise you, everything will fall into place. Just to finish up, I'd like to give thanks to all the people who were able to attend the ceremony and to those who gave their support from afar. I would like to thank the staff and faculty of Northside Charter High School. Without you guys, none of us would be where we are today. The faculty and staff give light to the school, which in turn makes us all feel at home. Miss Babe, you are our rock, and everyone has come to love you. I stand by you no matter what. On a personal note, I would like to thank Mr. Otis, Mr. Butler, Ms. LaFranca, and Mr. Signore. I'm grateful to stand on the stage and be able to call you wonderful mentors to me as I have grown up. I would also like to thank my parents for the amount of dedication, time, and money you've given me in order to make it. Thank you guys dearly for your support, especially my mom. In the past, things have been rough, but without you, I could not be the woman I am becoming today. You are the epitome of a remarkable mother. Thank you, Alyssa. I couldn't have asked for a better sister. It's truly amazing to know I have an infallible force of love and joy like yours to back me up. And finally, thanks to my beloved friends. Long live the nest. Sincerely yours, the Breakfast Club. Just kidding. Sincerely yours, Howard.
Thank you, Kyra. And now, please welcome to the podium our class valedictorian, Andy Tran.
Greetings, family, friends, administration, loved ones, and other people that does not fit into the category. Here's a quote that all you should know. Starting from the bottom now, yeah. Who would have known a TV character that was featured going around in a wheelchair could have been some serious quotes? But that's none of my business. My departing words to you all will not consist of generic quotes or deep intellectual metaphors, but the idea that we did start from the bottom, and eventually now we're here. Who can ever forget Mr. Blackburn's comments on how we're all sloppy children? Or students chanting Mr. Rubber's name down the hallway? Overusing the term respectfully, or even making slang that only Northside people can understand. Snug, creep, and the very notorious one, facts. We are the future generation that will never forget the struggle of begging our mother or father for money for a bacon, egg, and cheese with an Arizona iced tea. But we can agree on that these are some memorable moments that will hold on to us. Each of us have a unique story that makes us who we are, that defines the very existence. But even with our differences, we all have one thing in common, and that we're all torturing our teachers in class. So here's Amy Chan's top 10 things that annoys teachers the most. Number 10, I was the only one talking. Number 9, I was checking the time, but really we were waiting for people to text a dry phone. Number 8, when someone takes the pass and to come back until the end of the period to stop the pass. Number 7, when you try to snake in your phone and try to put it in your bag, and when you caught and you try to play it off by telling them that you're looking for a book that was on your desk. Number 6, when I did all my work, just in my mind. Number 5, I wasn't here for this, or maybe you weren't here to teach it. Number 4, it's not chips, it's candy. Number 3, it's not candy, it's chips. Number 2, see, what happened was I was busy this weekend with my family, but secretly you were turning up on Saturday, and Sunday you were just tired and ate in bed all day. Number 1, nah, duh, what is this? Why are you giving me homework? What is homework? I think I'm in the wrong school. And to the teachers that have to deal with us, I know each and every one of you has that one student you would love to throw an oversized textbook at, just to make them learn the hard way. Yet the teachers already knew those who are leaving and those who are staying because they got nothing better to do. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you, because without you, you'll not be here today. But the way my life is set up, I don't have time for that. But not only do we owe it to our teachers, but those who helped us. Because out here, the struggle is real. And for all y'all the real MVPs. To my closest friends, Erin Sanchez, Brianna Mia, Marilyn Morel, Michelle, Mawani, and others, I could have not made it here today speaking in front of my graduate day class without you guys. You guys made me push myself to do better, to be a better person. Y'all supported my dreams and ambitions, and even when I was down, you guys couldn't back up. Respectfully, Aaron, you've been there for me since 6th grade. And we're both to you to the end. I couldn't ask for a better best friend like you. Brianna, you're my sister. You've been with me through hell and back, but you were there. Even though I only knew since sophomore year. And as to that one person, you made an impact on my life. And as much as you say you don't, you really did. You've been there when you could have left me in the dust. You're a wonderful person I got to know and wanted to keep around. And for that, I think you care for you. You all seen me smile, cry, struggle, but you have not seen me express as much gratitude to you all. For that, I love you guys today. To my Vietnamese and Hispanic family, I love you guys for being there. Lastly, to my beloved mother, thank you for cooking for me. So when I go back to start at home, I can always depend on you when I'm tight hungry. No, but seriously, Ma, you're a model to me, and I love you deeply. Yeah! Same thing with you, Barbara. And what can I say? I'm the Asian child you never had. Vicky, you already know what it is. Thank you, class of 2014, for being the class that no class before or after could copy, but be the right click. What can I say? This stuff on the bottom, but again, like Jake said, boy be me. Thank you, class of 2014.
Congratulations, Andy. Congratulations, Kyra. Thank you, Ms. Burke. Our keynote speaker is a man who needs no introduction. However, I'm going to give him one anyway. He's here to once more share with you some words of wisdom. This will be your last class with him. I'm proud to call him my colleague and friend, Formerly, he's the department coordinator for the social studies department, but I think you know him because he taught you the history of the world. He very well may be the second coming of Gandhi. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Winston Blackburn.
Hold on one second.
Thank you. I'd like to say a special thanks to all the parents here today. It really could be any one of you up here giving a speech about all the work you've done to ensure that your child has made it to this moment. In fact, I'd like to start by reminding all of you that many cultures have within them a rite of passage or a ritual ceremony which marks the passing from childhood into adulthood. The Jewish people have their bat or bar mitzvah, after which they become full-fledged adult members of society. The Aborigines of Australia have their walkabout, a ritual in which 12-year-old children are sent out into the harsh wilderness and left alone to survive for months at a time. Among the Maasai of Kenya and Tanzania, a boy is not considered a man until he has killed a lion. When I was traveling in Africa, I was fortunate enough to meet someone who had actually completed this ritual passage. Someone who had killed a lion. He described to me the leather shield that he carried and the wooden spear he used to kill the lion. He also told me that they brought along with them a rattle. Now, of course, I was confused what the rattle was for. But as I learned, the rattle is to provoke the lion. Because, as I learned, if you kill a lion that's half asleep, it doesn't count. You know, everyone knows you're not a real man unless you kill a really pissed off lion. Anyway, all of these rituals serve the same purpose. They ensure that members of their societies have the necessary skills and fortitude to survive and to succeed. In fact, we here in the United States, we have our own rite of passage. Our own ritual that marks the transition into adulthood. It's called high school. Every bit as dangerous, every bit as rigorous, and hopefully every bit as much in preparation for your lives. I know right now your minds are fluttering with what comes next, and you're just trying to feel normal in this extraordinary milestone in your lives. It is momentous. Whether you did it with grace, or whether you were a sloppy child, somehow you all made it. I'll start with admitting that I feel a very special affinity towards your grade, the graduating class of 2014. I like you guys. I've taught nearly all of you, and unlike other grades, many of you have had the pleasure of teaching twice. Can you actually just raise your hand if I was ever your teacher? And can you keep it up if I taught you twice? The fact that I can still like you guys says a lot about you. I want you to know that I've not taken your request that I deliver your commencement address lightly. Personally, I'm looking at the delivery of this speech as an opportunity to present you with one last lesson. One last lesson to a group of students who I really do care a lot about. So after careful consideration, I've boiled it down to 4 things. 4 things I think you need to know before you leave here today. So this is in fact your last lesson at Northside. So without further ado, let the festival of learning begin. Lesson number 1. I'd sit in the chair, but it's a formal occasion.
No.
Okay, whether you're from the Dominican Republic, or Vietnam, or Nigeria, or Ecuador, or Haiti, or Yemen, or Brooklyn, inside your head, there's a wrinkly, pinkish gray blob. That's you. You are your brain. If you haven't already noticed, humans are born with curiously large heads. Next time you pick up a baby, take note, they're mostly head. There's a reason for this. Some species drop their young into the world fully formed, and from the moment of birth, ready to survive on their own. Humans are not one of these. Where the survival of other animals depends on the sharpness of their claws or the swiftness of their legs, our survival depends most on the smartness of our brains, specifically on what we manage to learn after birth. Nobody is born with knowledge or skills. Everything you and everyone else knows entered their brain through the use of just 5 senses. It's just a simple fact. The single greatest determining factor in the success of a person's life is what they've learned, the knowledge, and the skills they've acquired. Sometimes when I'm trying to psych myself up before class, I remind myself that like the rest of the educators in this room, I am in a war on ignorance. Ignorance, as it turns out, is not bliss. Ignorance makes you an easy target, a likely victim, and the world's fool. The flip side, of course, is the best defense against the world is knowledge of the world. So I'm going to make this simple recommendation, that even after you leave here, learn as much as you can about as much as you can, because your survival and your success most certainly depend on it. Okay, moving on. Lesson 2. Your conscience is something perhaps harder to find, or at least harder to find a picture of. Tell me just that. Like with the brain and learning, we're not born with fully formed or finished consciences. It is my belief that the conscience is something that you can and should work on intellectually. The truth is, you should really only be doing things that you can be proud of. Even more important than whether or not other people like you is whether or not you like yourself. That's really the reason not to lie or cheat or take pleasure from other people's misfortune. Because the person who you're going to spend the most time with in your lives is you. So develop your conscience. What you do and do not do is actually something that should only be arrived at after careful consideration. One way to look at life is essentially just a series of moments in which you're presented with a series of choices. In fact, if I could record only 3 words and give them to you today and somehow play back the various stages of your life, it would just be a recording of me saying the words, make good choices. In the end, it's you who has to decide. It's your choices to make, and it's you who has to live with them. After all, what is life if not a product of your own choices? Okay, next up. Don't be lazy. Laziness is a real turnoff. To be lazy is to say, life isn't that extraordinary, this isn't a miracle or anything. In existence, that's no big deal. You know, I hope it doesn't come as a surprise to anyone here, but we're all going to die. I apologize if that sounded a little bit morbid, but then again, you guys are the class that spent your entire junior year saying nothing but YOLO. What did you guys think that meant? Thanks, Keisha. The scary thing is, as far as I know, you're all completely right. We do only live once. Even scarier, though, is the strange reaction that some of you had to this realization. As if the fact that we only live once is some excuse not to care. Whatever, YOLO. Thank God you guys have matured since then. Fortunately, you're beginning to realize that something amazing happens to you every morning when you wake up. You're alive, and you're given another day to live. The fact that you only live once, that's a call to action. If you haven't found anything you're willing to work hard for, you're not looking hard enough. In a sense, there's two ways to look at life. One is if nothing's a miracle, and the other is that everything's a miracle. I prefer the latter. And if we only live once is only enough if we do it right, so don't be lazy about it. Also, I'd like to point out that hard work and suffering are actually not the same thing. Suffering's what happens when you break a bone and you're in pain, whereas hard work is something that you do which is not easy, but has the potential to be incredibly rewarding. Hard work's not your enemy or something to be avoided. Hard work is good for you. In fact, it's how we get everything in life that really matters. So toughen up, get some grit, work hard, do it for yourself, because people who do work hard have extraordinary lives, and they're proud of them. People who don't are bored and dissatisfied and full of regret. Facts. Okay, moving right along. Something I visualize sometimes is that we all start our lives out in this tiny bubble of our familiarity. It's where we live and it's who we interact with. We tend to think only of this world inside this bubble. And most of the time we assume that the whole world must be just the same. In fact, we often don't see the world for what it is, as much as see it for who we are. I was born in a house my father built in the woods of Vermont. To reach my nearest neighbor, I had to walk around a beaver pond and cross a sheep's meadow. And those were the boundaries of my first little bubble. Everything in my world happened inside that tiny radius. But at various stages in your lives, you pierce that bubble. You go somewhere or do something, and you step outside that familiar bubble, and you realize that there's a whole world out there. Each time you do, your world expands. That's called exploration. It's one of the things that makes life miraculous. I won't bore you with the tales of my explorations, because no one here wants to hear about either of the times I crossed the Himalayan mountains on foot, or when I owned a camel, or sat face to face with a mountain gorilla in the wild. I'm certain that no one wants to hear about me being carjacked in South Africa, or nearly going blind from dysentery in India. In fact, there's really nothing that I learned in the years I spent living out of a backpack and exploring over 40 countries that matters to anyone here, except of course me. What does matter to people in this room, and what most of all should matter to you, is in what way will you explore the world? I'm so excited for you guys, because you're right around the age when, for me, the world started calling me. When I ventured beyond what was familiar to me. How your explorations manifest themselves will be different. The way you explore, maybe through art, or science, or food, or psychology, or music, or something none of us have ever heard of. Yet every new experience can be a form of exploration and adventure. You're about to gain some independence. You're going to chart your own course. A wise man once said that his life was his message. I forgot who it was. Oh, that's right, Gandhi. You know, I couldn't resist at least one quote by that man. But it's true for him and true for me. And your life is going to be your message too. So in conclusion, learn as much as you can about as much as you can. Develop your conscience and make good choices. Don't be lazy and explore your world. Everyone here, your family, your friends, the rest of your teachers and me, we're all rooting for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Blackburn. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. The time has come for our graduates to receive their diplomas. Their diplomas will be presented by our 12th grade guidance counselor, Ms. Burr, and our college counselor, Ms. Agliardi. Please stay in your seats and hold your applause until the end. If I could have the first row, please stand. Brianni Alvarez. Brianna Anglin. Daniel Anigwe. Najat Anthony. John Arias. Jasmine Brown. Christopher Cuevas. Ezekiel Davila. Christian Delgado. Amanda DeValley. Sonisha Despeñas. Tatiana Despeñas. Raquel Duran. Dashley Ellington. Naja Ellis. Najee Ellis. Juan German. Shervon Johnson. Alexandria King. Tony Laborde. Brianna Law. Emily Lewis. Salvador Lopez. Eugene Lumpkin. Alexis Maldonado. Alicia Manuel. Ishmael Marquez. If the next row could please stand. Urban Panetto. James Parra. Jamel Pascal. Omar Kokar. Kiara Perez. Christian Ramirez. Anthony Reed. Tunisia Richards. Daniel Rivera. Keanu Rivera. Jocelyn Rodriguez. Joshua Rolla. Michael Roy. Aaron Sanchez. Xavier Sanchez.
Yeah!
Dayton Sanders. And in our last row, please stand.
X-Men. X. X.
Brian Sarmiento. At this time, if I could have the graduates please stand.
I think I'm making train.
This is the last act you will perform as Northside students. And these are the last instructions you will receive from a Northside teacher. The turning of the tassel ceremony symbols one's transition from candidate to graduate. With this act, you are taking an oath to yourself. And the oath states as follows. We vow to never disgrace our city or ourselves by being dishonest or cowardly. We will continue to fight for the sacred ideals that we hold dear. We will respect and obey the city's laws, and will do our best to inspire others to do the same. In all these ways, we will create a better, brighter place for ourselves and for those who come after us. Now please move your tassel from the right side to the left side.
It's very tough to follow the tassel ceremony, so I'll be quick. One of my favorite movies and books is The Wizard of Oz. And there's a lot to learn from it. So seniors, this is for you. Dream of the bright future you want. When there's a storm coming, take cover. When you're scared, hug your dog. If you accidentally hurt someone, if your house falls on them, say you're sorry. Whenever you're lost, ask for the directions from someone you trust. Be polite to little people and big people alike. Wear fabulous shoes. When someone needs your help, do your best to give it. Stand up to bullies and defend those who can't defend themselves. Sometimes the most unlikely people turn out to be the best of friends. Skip, sing, and dance. Make life fun. There are good witches and bad witches. Both are your teachers. When the going gets tough, stick together. Not everything that scares you is dangerous, and not everything that is dangerous scares you. So pay attention. Courage doesn't always roar, but it does when it needs to. The yellow brick road isn't all smooth and straight. You'll encounter obstacles, roadblocks, hazards, and detours. Be persistent. Wizards aren't always what they seem. Challenges teach you to be creative and resourceful. You all have the brains, the courage, and heart you need. You may just need someone to remind you once in a while. People come and go in life, but true friends live forever in your heart. Go where the love is. There's no place like home. Northside is your second home. Please come home and tell us of all the wonderful things you are doing in the future. Congratulations to the class of 2012.
Can't read my mind, I'm under fire. It's just beginning, pens in my hand, ending I'm planned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Sometimes my dress are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes.